Everybody, welcome back to the channel. In today's video, we're going to talk about the CPI data and how the market is reacting to it right now. We're also going to be answering some of you guys' questions. Like I always tell you, if you have questions, drop them in the comment section of the videos, especially for those of you who did that for last night's video, right? So let's begin. Let's get started. Okay, so the CPI data has been announced about 20 minutes ago. And the market doesn't like it. For those of y'all who don't know what the CPI is, it is the Consumer Price Index, and it pretty much shows exactly how fast or how slow the pace of inflation has been. All right, if you want to see those data, you can definitely go on this website right here. This is the bls.gov to see exactly the details of the CPI summary. All right, and so far the market doesn't like it. There have been an increase in the percentage in inflation. I think it's 8%. And if you go lower, all right, the main column that you want to see is right here. In relative to the previous month, and so far is there's been a large increase over the last 12 months as well. So the market does not like it. The market is selling off right now. It's pretty aggressive, but it's not. How do I say this? I'm not shocked. I'm not shocked. I told y'all that we're going to fall. I gave y'all the stocks to watch yesterday, the top two stocks, and those are falling, and those are still falling, right? And 2 days before that, I warned y'all about what could happen if we break down this channel. And so far, like this drawing right here, we're gonna shift it over to the left. Activate, move over to the left right here. All right. So watch the market, the overall market, for a drop to 38.50. I think we can get that low. I really think so. If not by today, then definitely within the next like 2 to 3 business days. But one thing that I want y'all to consider is that this right here is very overextended to the downside. When the market opens, pay close attention to this. Short sellers may want to take their money off the table. All right. So there might be a brief drop at the open all the way down to 39.50. They're gonna cover. So you want to watch for a potential intraday rebound, maybe after the first, maybe after the first 20 minutes, maybe after the first 30 minutes, we may see that bounce. All right, so that's my overall opinion on the market. It's not looking too good, guys. Like it's really not. And this, if we remove the lines and we just consider this as a reverse head and shoulders, like the bottom, the absolute bottom, before we see some type of bounce and maybe retesting that bottom, is exactly right here. Yeah, at 38.80ish, 38.50. So today is gonna be is if you didn't swing short overnight, you want to keep calm. Day trading is essential for today. Day trading is preferred, right? Now let's talk about one stock that y'all should be keeping in your watches. Again, banks, Goldman Sachs. Let's take a look at Goldman Sachs. All right. Now with Goldman Sachs, I expect people to take their money right here, right? It might bounce all the way back up to 303. And then on Monday, we might consolidate like this, right? And then later on, we fall. I think I drew this yesterday morning. Yes. And we're going to get to that level and maybe even break it. If things get really terrible, if things get really bad, and the panic intensifies as you've just seen, we could go lower, like much lower, like get to this level and then maybe even drop like that. There may be magical unicorn news, which may not be magical for long-term investors, but for shorts, it will be magical. I think it's going. I think that might happen. So just be on the lookout. It's just an opinion. We will see what happens next and how it behaves within the next few weeks. But banks for sure. Dead cat bounce followed by another drop potentially next week. And if you're still shorting this if you're still being greedy after I release that video, again, consider taking some money off the table. All right, nobody goes broke from taking profits. So that's one sector that you should be keeping on your watch list. Obviously, there's the bear in the thumbnail, so this video is gonna be very very bearish. The next one that we're gonna look at Netflix. Apparently, Netflix got downgraded by somebody. Yeah, Netflix got downgraded by Goldman Sachs. Everybody is falling, so they pretty much downgraded each other on the way down. Um, there's a bear flag on here. Well, yeah, there's a bear flag. The bear flag is there. It's right there. Yeah, and this is just nasty. Um, again, watch for it's going to be violence. Watch for that, and then watch for this, and then watch for that. Watch for this drop. So that's the main theme. The the market is really not it's not in good shape at the moment, and we're gonna go lower. So that's the two stocks that I'm gonna give y'all for this morning. Now let's talk about you guys' stocks of interest. I always tell y'all, if you have stocks that you want me to break down, put them in the comment section, and y'all always have some wonderful stocks, so we're going to address them now. The first stock is TGTX. Somebody asked about this because you're maybe anticipating a market rebound, right? It looks like it's gonna rebound. I think it's just going to stay flat for the next few weeks. Like it's going to go from like 480 all the way down to probably 350 to 280 even, or 350 before it starts to turn around. The volume is increasing as the price is decreasing. It's called the divergence. We just gotta wait until this thing is kind of like done, and usually the sign that the stock is about to make a turnaround is if we start seeing green candles, but the volume goes from high to low right here, right, as the price starts to increase. Then you can look for like some upside in this thing. It got some gaps, like we got these gaps way up here. Eventually there's gonna be something that is this is a therapeutics company, drugs involved, right? So if there is some type of FDA approval about one of their drugs for this company, the stock may see a jump, a very ferocious jump to fill these gaps. When is that gonna happen? I have no clue. It could be 2 months from now. It could be 6 months from now. It could be a year from now. I don't know, but I do know that there is room to the upside, and those gaps are gonna get filled eventually. But am I buying this thing? No, because I want to wait for some structure. We trade structure over here. All right. So that's my thoughts on TGX. The last one that I want to talk about is PLL. And PLL, to the person who asked about it, there is a head and shoulders, a bearish one, right here. Watch it for a drop all the way down to the lows of $40 right here. Simple. All right, this one's an easy one. So yeah, that's my thoughts on it. Y'all see the head and shoulders? It's right here. We got the left right there. We got the head. We got the right shoulder. It got contracts on there, which means that you can buy puts on there, right? For June 17 or for July 15. So it's a decent stock, and I think it's going to fall. It should fall because it's clean, right? How is it going to fall? It may go like halfway here to 49, bounce, retest on Monday, and then drop again all the way down to 42. Or it could just be nice and just fall like this, right? So that's my thoughts on this stock, on the overall markets, and that is the end of the video. Again, do not forget to annihilate the like button for the YouTube algorithm. As always, helps the channel a lot. It allows more people to get this knowledge as well. Also, if you are new to the channel and you haven't done so already, definitely click on subscribe and click on the notification bell along with all notifications. That way you don't miss out on future uploads. If you'd like to be part of a private Discord community, you can find that as the first link in the description of the video below. If you haven't added me on social media yet, you can find me at Paul Nguma and at PATTERNOLOGY LAB on Instagram and on Twitter. And lastly, if all of this is brand new to you, if you're interested in getting started in the stock market, there's some basic step-by-step directions in the description of the video below, step 1 to step 3. It only takes about 10 to 15 minutes for you to get signed up with all the tools you need to start trading immediately. You can also get some free stock signing up with Webull using the third link in the description of the video below. Once again, ladies and gentlemen, my name is Paul Nguma with PATTERNOLOGY LAB, where we trade patterns and patterns only. And I will see all of you in the next video.